This might be the creepiest piece of technology I've ever seen in my entire life. AI has just gotten to a level that I just can't even comprehend anymore. And I'm going to show you guys the product, but also this whole thing led me down a drama rabbit hole. Apparently the guy who created this already has a bunch of infamy around his name for stealing products, stealing code. He got involved in a whole bunch of drama back a couple years ago where he stole a COVID-19 tracker from someone else. Millions of dollars being spent on just website domains alone. People fighting over credit. Skits involving mocking homeless people. Like, we're just all over the place. The drama just got to a crazy level, but first, let me just show you guys this product. So this guy by the name of Avi Schiffman put out a tweet that now has over 15 million views, and it's with the caption, "Introducing Friend, not imaginary. Order now at friend.com." And he attaches a nearly 2-minute long video introducing this product, and it's just insane. I'm just gonna play it for you guys, give you guys my thoughts.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo!
Already, what the hell was that woo? What am I watching? That shit was worse than Jason Tatum winning the NBA Finals. We did it!
We did it! We did it!
Okay, let's keep going.
That's fair. All right, let's go.
Come on. Oh, let's go.
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the
go. Let's go.
Dude, what? How did you do that?
So if you're watching and you're still lost as to what's going on, this is the Friend device. It's something that you hang around your neck, and it has built-in technology to track everything that's going on around you. So it's picking up your conversations, it's listening to what people are talking about around you. Basically a built-in microphone that's always listening. So it can hear the conversations about how you're getting owned and then give you extra commentary. And just to be very clear, I'm gonna lay this out. If I'm ever hanging out with my friends IRL and one of them comes by wearing this fucking thing on their neck, I am kicking you out of my house. You are not welcome to hang out with me. This is insane. I don't want this device recording me at all times. What are we even doing? You're not even gonna get the chance to get your ass kicked in a video game. Like, this is just, you're banished. You're banished from my home. I'm sorry, this is creepy as fuck. Like, how is this not weird? Knowing that it's constantly recording what you're saying, what he's saying, your friend, and like giving weird feedback on it and interact with him. No, I get that shit away from me. But it keeps going.
I know the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
It's dank. It's dank. What year are we living in? It's 2024. We're still saying dank in 2024? Really? After watching this show, she's going to go browse some dank memes. It's so crazy. This is such like a crazy dystopian technology, but they're still so like completely out of the loop on memes, right? Completely out of the loop on lingo. No one says dank anymore, right? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong and I don't know the lingo. Maybe I'm the one out of touch. I've never heard someone say dank since like 2017 at the latest. That's just crazy. But it continues. This is probably the worst scene of it all.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
Okay, listen up, brothers. If any of you ever get a date with a girl and she brings you up on top of a building with a fucking nipple in the middle of her chest hanging down her neck, run. Run as fast as you can. Get away from her. This is so freaky. Like, I cannot imagine how awkward this date would be. Talking to this thing as if it's like real, like you're saying like, oh, I don't bring anyone else except for her, you know, she's the only one I do bring up. I'm immediately, my dick is turning inside out. I'm done. I'm leaving this situation. It's over. And they try to do this like emotional thing where she like reaches up to it and then changes her mind. She's like, oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna live in the moment. Why? No. First, your product already looks awkward and now you're making it look like it takes you out of the moment or something. And if you touch it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just looks so weird. Showing if you touch it, it like takes you away from everything. Like, come on now. This is just straight up bad advertising. And so then I saw this tweet, and this is what sent me down the rabbit hole of drama involving this whole situation. This guy, James Ivings, tweets out, so let me get this straight. A Silicon Valley founder guy releases another AI wearable thing, friend that will obviously fail like the last one. He for some reason spends $1.8 million of investor money on the domain for it, which is crazy. Just friend.com spending almost $2 million on that. That's fucking nuts. There surely could have been something else he spent the money on, right? I mean, it's not that serious. But anyway, then this is where it gets weird. Wait, now some other dude has posted a video of himself rapping to say that the friend guy stole his idea. And then the friend guy replies to the video of the dude giving his wearable friend to a drugged up homeless guy and mocking him. And immediately I was like, what the fuck? So I did some research and I found exactly what everyone's talking about. This is the video of the guy rapping. It's posted by Nick. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, but there's his last name. And I'm just going to let it play for 30 seconds. Just watch.
Yo, I'm Nick, and for those who don't know, I built Friend. Renamed your tab, jacked my style, built nothing real, it's been a while. Investor cash, you burn it quick, I'm grinding hard, tracks in my peak. Don't big game, what is the proof? All your grass tweets, no roof. I'm the founder, hardware in hand, user Shishido can't understand. I view your jokes, spend a meal on a name, can't ship a thing, just Twitter fame. Friend and yours, running my wave, open source fam, digging your grave. Take a seat, I've learned the grind, you're wasting cash, I'm building in time. Respect the game, respect the source, I'm the real friend, the AI force.
I'm the real friend, the AI force. Holy shit, what am I watching? Tech bros like beefing and arguing with each other. Everyone involved in Silicon Valley. I mean, it's just insane. Then he promos his real friend in the tweets. And then it shows a tweet from Avi saying, don't fuck with me. And then I scroll through the replies and immediately see Avi say, this you? And attach a tweet that Nick made back earlier in July where he says, I try to sell a friend AI necklace to Seaheads of San Francisco. And then here is the video.
Necklace to a crackhead. Let's see how it works. Hey, how's it going? Do you know Friend AI necklace? It transforms your conversations and gives you personalized AI. Look, it live transcribes everything I'm currently saying and also creates these memories. Look, I was discussing fundraising and design for hardware startup. It even created events for me. Look. I can go to settings and connect my Apple Calendar or Google Calendar. Do you use Apple or Google or something? Okay, sorry, I cannot hear you. Wait, there is also speech profile. You can like talk to it and then it will remember who you are. Oh, and wait, there is plugins. There is like Paul Graham plugin, my favorite. You can get feedback on whatever you're saying. But would you buy this? $49 only. Look how beautiful it is. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Holy fucking shit. Now, I've heard, to be completely clear, that guy who actually gets the thing put around his neck is actually his friend. It's an actor. But there are still other homeless people scattered around. Like on this last frame right here, they just walk up and show two other homeless people right there on screen. That's crazy. Is that not insane? What the hell? So he responds saying, yeah, that's me. And then says, this you, and links a Reddit thread from 2 years ago that has over 1,000 upvotes on our Harvard with the title, Avi Schiffman, a freshman admit to Harvard College and famous for his COVID tracker website, is exposed for stealing work from a small group of volunteers. And then links a post from True Off My Chest. You got accepted into an Ivy League school, met Elon Musk, and became famous thanks to us. Start of COVID, you got worldwide attention for supposedly creating a COVID tracking website. This was our work. On the volunteer project I had set up with a few other Redditors and a small news website. You copied our work without asking us first. I found out by media, and you did not give credit where credit was due. You got into an Ivy League school thanks to us, met Elon Musk, became an ambassador for a large international organization. We didn't ask for donations from visitors. We did this on a volunteer basis because this was a crisis. No one should be focused on raising money while millions are suffering, but you were, raising nearly $1 million or maybe even more in donations. Seeing how someone's life changes overnight, gets praised for being a genius while they didn't build it themselves, your GitHub was nearly empty. I spiraled into a depression for several months, so I couldn't believe this. Someone who got into a dream school, got there thanks to the volunteer work in the small news org, but you weren't even the maker of that work. I genuinely forgot about you and thought I had moved on, until I saw that you were in the media again. The genius is back again, now building a website for Ukrainian refugees. A website that isn't needed as it's already existed by established credible foundations. It has made me question, are you trying to use this conflict to your own advantage again? Or did you genuinely change? And then Avi left a comment in reply to this saying, under the username Meepo, hey, this is Avi. Clearing things up, the map was only one part of the site. In the nav bar where it said map, the primary part of the site was the data page. That was not coming from your team. In regards to the map, when I did an interview with that one reporter, I told her enthusiastically how it was ran by a group of volunteers specifically from your subreddit. I made it clear it was not my map, but rather just an addition to the site. Within the embedded map, it included credits to your project, and I thought that was fine. I never intended any ill will. The reporter took many photos, and one included me showing off the map. They should have mentioned that it was not mine, and I did specifically tell them to, but that was out of my control. I heard your concerns, and I quickly removed the map and eventually had one that automatically pulled data from my main page. The whole point of the project was to get the data into the hands of the right people, and I realized some might prefer a more visual representation of the data. However, I just want to stress that the map was just one of many pages of the site, with the primary focus being the data and wiki page, which was entirely my code and work, and what the stories were primarily about. I'm sorry that you feel that I ripped you off. I'm still very angry at that reporter, and I wish that we could have worked together. In hindsight, I should have made more of an effort to ensure that the reporter credited your team, but overall, the story was on the data page of the site, and your map was only on the site for maybe 2 weeks, at most, out of a project that's been going on for over 2 years. I hope this clears anything up. Please ask me anything. I'm right here to respond. I have no ill intentions. And then the original poster puts an edit to the reply that Avi made, saying, funny, the mods locked the thread when the individual in the story posted their comment, pretty much immediately, not allowing us to show our proof. Therefore, replying to the individual in the story who has come forward by himself, our comment is, showing the first part of the reply, and saying, the map was pretty much the main part of the website. There wasn't anything like it except John Hopkins and B&O. It was a unique creation. The traffic to the map was off the charts. This map played a vital role in my opinion, to get you to the media in the first place. Why else was it in almost every news article plastered around? And then they link a web archive link to a Q&A with Schiffman, written by the Seattle Times, where it says, the Washington State team behind a coronavirus website with millions of views. And it shows him sitting down with a map open on his laptop, and then another picture of the map, and then just the data, like the quick facts data. This was written March 2020, so basically like 1 month into the pandemic. Probably just a few weeks, actually. Then the Reddit post says, look at that map, now look at the original map, showing the original map here. And I suppose the idea is that he stole the graphics of it. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying that he stole, because you can see like the little blue icon graphic here, same kind of thing there. Obviously, all these little pandemic-looking icons and the death icons, of course, scattered around over here as well. Green hearts here. Then referencing Schiffman's reply, where he talked about the fact that he mentioned it was from volunteers. And the OP writes, factual inaccuracies can be adjusted for after the article. You went out of your way to not get those factual inaccuracies improved. Instead, continue to ride the bandwagon to the top, collecting donations and fame. Then another comments from Schiffman's reply, place full blame on someone else when it was you who got interviewed. Factual inaccuracies can be adjusted after the article. Please see above. And then another one about how he heard the concerns and pulled the map. And the OP says, before this, we asked for credit in the news articles and on the actual map page. This was not done, even though you said you would. Instead, you dragged it on longer. In my opinion, as the news continued to go viral, tens of thousands of donations kept coming in. Why share the credit, right? And then another section from Schiffman's reply, and they say, I would like to present this video where you said the same thing, linking a tweet from Nigel that says, this kid is a superhero. 17-year-old Avi Schiffman created the largest COVID-19 tracker in the world. He even rejected a $8 million deal to place ads on the website.
My name is Avi Schiffman, and I'm 17 years old, and I built one of the largest coronavirus tracking websites in the world. I just wanted to make an easy way to find the numbers and how many people were infected with the coronavirus. And I noticed it was just really hard. I mean, you had to go to Chinese government websites to get the most up-to-date information, but it was all in Chinese. And so I thought I could just extract the numbers and add it to a much larger data set. And I do that for basically every single country. I wanted people to be able to get the information just at a glance. You see the total confirmed, the total deceased. It's just all right in front of you. The traffic has just basically exploded. In total, I have about 350 million visitors, and every single day it's about 30 million now. I think when it really blew up, I just skipped like a week of school and then it got closed like on the last day anyways. I mean, I'm pretty much a terrible student. Maybe don't tell my parents that. But I think one of the big things about my website is that, not that it's very hard to program, but that, I took the initiative to make this, when nobody was talking about this. I hope that what I created, inspires a lot of young people to find ways they can help. I mean, this is a global pandemic that affects everybody, find out what they're good at and, put their skills to use in something like this.
Then the original Reddit post continues saying, I believe in the first 30 seconds, you are lying. This data was just copy-paste from B&O, who did all the work of going through various difficult-to-source websites. You can see B&O's page here, and then linking the page. That data wasn't open source. And here you admit that you took it from B&O, showing a Reddit post from, again, Meepo, where they say, for the website, I just get my data from B&O, so I rely on them to be accurate. I believe that it is a pretty hard job to track so many countries and all of their own news sources at the same time as it spreads more internationally. It was easier to have all the numbers in one place when it was just 15 or so countries, but as it spreads to a new country every day, it's getting a lot harder to be accurately updating on a daily/hourly basis. And then the op of the Reddit post sends another one, where Meepo says, B&O News changed their format, I was working on a fix, then they reverted back. Sorry for the confusion. It was basically looping through and double the total cases because of the change that B&O did, but all is well. And then another post where they say the same thing. And then the op of the original Reddit thread says, you even named the scraper B&O. Open source code and see for yourself. Showing a line in his code where it says scraper B&O right there. Then linking another part of Schiffman's statement saying, no, I think you just needed a cool story to get yourself into an Ivy League school, since your Reddit history prior to this was completely obsessed about it in my opinion. This was posted before you made the COVID website, showing a post from Meepo saying, chance of me getting in with a low GPA, but good EC? Posting on the Western Washington University subreddit. Then the part where Schiffman apologizes if the op feels ripped off. And at the end, he says the project has been going on for over 2 years. And the op says, interesting, GitHub seems empty. Showing a link of Schiffman's GitHub and showing his activity. And then op posts a bonus edit saying, how I got into Harvard and you can too, with the caption, how I got into Harvard CO 2025 with a 3.06 GPA and how you can too. And showing people in replies saying, yeah, your GPA is low, but most people aren't creating a well-known COVID tracking site. And then Meepo replying, yeah, but I'm just saying it's really not that hard to make a COVID tracking site in the first place that ends up becoming popular. And someone else saying, how long did it take to code the website? And Meepo saying, since I'd already coded the sports site, it really only took me about a week to create the COVID site. When I started, there was about 51 cases, and when I finished, there was about 2,000. It was crazy. And then another post they link where the op says, here you are pretending to be poor, in my opinion. Showing a reply that Meepo made to someone who said that he made millions and got into Harvard on our backs, where he said, I never made remotely close to millions. I couldn't even afford my tuition for one semester. I'm literally on loans. And then another link, but here you are as a 19-year-old now gambling with around 22,000 USD, and linking a deleted post. But based on the link, we can see that he is investing in an MMAT stock, possibly. And the title of the post was, been holding since the TRCH days. I'm all in, don't. So obviously he's making some kind of post. I guess he's investing $22,000 into a stock. That's just my best guess. Or this one where he lost $20,000 in one stock. With another post on Wall Street Bets where he titled it, who else is ready for tomorrow? And it's deleted again. Or maybe $42,000 is not a lot of money for you because you've earned so much from the fame and donations. How much did you earn from the donations? I do not want to expose your real life situation, but the only thing I would like to state online is that I believe, confidentially, that your family lives in one of the richest neighborhoods in your state. This should help to give some sort of an idea for Redditors who are reading this. So that comments on loans is not something I believe. Your LinkedIn says you started your website, ncov2019.live, on December 2019. How can you be working on NCOV 2019 live in December when COVID wasn't publicly known until the 3rd of January 2020? Also, the domain was registered in February 2020. Showing a link to prove this. A quote from someone else I'd like to close with, but yeah, I had a similar impact. I'm a guy from Mexico. Having the opportunities he had after he stole our work would have literally been life-changing for me. It's not like I'm in an ideal economic situation right now. So reading your post does give me regret about not doing more when I realized what he was doing. So to me, that's absolutely insane. I mean, I genuinely think I remember like when COVID was first breaking out and everyone was talking about it, seeing this guy's website and seeing everyone talk about it, or at least seeing some kind of tracking websites all pop up around this time. So it's crazy to me that this new friend thing that's going viral right now is literally made by the same guy. And not only is it made by the same guy, it's also allegedly stolen by the same guy. He also just ripped another product allegedly and made it his own. This is now the second time he's done it. He had to wait 4 years and he's come around again with a super viral product that he's stolen. So I really did not expect to jump down this rabbit hole when I first started looking into this, but here we are. That's the lore on Mr. Schiffman, I guess. That's what we know about him now. And I'm very curious to see how this evolves, how this develops, if there's going to be lawsuits involved, if he's going to get away with something like this allegedly a second time. I have no idea. But for now, that's all I really got to say about this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.